Hello, good evening, everybody. This is Mary Frost, and I'd like to welcome you again to another evening of the Mr. Phil Show, or another afternoon, maybe morning, depending on when you see it and what your time zone is. We've been having quite a week. It's been Passover, it's been Easter, it's been a lot of different things to a lot of different people. For me, mostly, and maybe to a lot of people, maybe they like this, but it's been quiet time because this is the first I've had my voice back in 5 days. I was barely speaking in a whisper, so I'm sure there's a bunch of people that are probably going, yeah, but it doesn't last forever. It does go away. So anyway, I would like to, with that, introduce you to the man who doesn't lose his voice, who's always going to be my best friend, and I'm sure he's yours, is Mr. Phil. Mike, there you go. How you doing, hon?
Okay.
Good.
All right.
So it's been a busy
Oh man,
Easter
what a week!
week and Passover week.
Don't
And
remind me.
And yes,
Yes.
and then you've been working also. This is a retired man who's still working. His job seems to forget that he is retired Coach USA. So that's what I
Right.
have to say about
Oh, yeah.
that.
And mommy's really after me tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really after me tonight.
Excuse me for coughing. Like I said, I just got my voice back. So
Yeah, but first day with a voice back, she's really on my case tonight.
yeah, I've had a lot to save up to say.
Yeah.
I mean, geez, there's been a lot in there that just hasn't been said. Now it's got all come out somewhere.
Right.
Well, so there's my target.
Yeah.
You know, my husband sits home and he gets to watch me sleep all day and sleep off all this stuff, and then you get to hear me yell it all out.
Yeah, right.
So I'd just like to let everybody know, though, it was pretty interesting. Last week I had told Phil, as a matter of fact, and took him by surprise, that my husband Ken and I will be doing our first show at the wine bar, the Chill Wine Bar in Beacon, on April 26th. And it'll just be our show featuring us. 2 hours of just acoustic stylings of Mary and Ken Frost.
Wow.
In only the way that we can do them. And I just want to remind people, if you're in the area and you want to stop by 7 o'clock at night, chill bar, let's build them up, and build us up too, man. We wanna get a lot of fan base out there and have people following us around.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I'll be there that night. You know that.
And we know Phil will be there. He's the first one to sign up to say that I'm coming. Now, I knew that was going to happen. Of course. If you didn't, I think I would have probably smacked you in the head and said, "What's the matter with you?"
She's after me anyway.
See?
She's after
So-
me tonight anyway for every little.
Yes. And I would like to say hi to Sandy, too, Phil's wife. She hasn't been, going through a great time lately. So, Sandy, sister, I love you, and I hope things are going to turn around for you, and I hope things are going to get better. I know they will. We just have to give it time, give it prayer, and we'll be good. We'll be good. And Phil knows if he doesn't take care of you, what's going to go on, right? So, that's between us girls, and he knows this.
Right.
So in the meantime.
Right. Right.
So what did you do all week while you could talk?
What did I do? Man, worked a few days and just chilled out. I couldn't do anything. I was so tired from all this work,
Yeah? It's really tiring being a retired man, huh?
Yeah, when you have to go back into it.
That's why they call it retired.
Yeah, right. Man,
Tired of the job, and then you get tired of it again.
yeah, right. I'm just saying and I say, I don't know how you folks do it all day.
I don't know.
These people. This one young girl say to me, "Come on, move it, let's go, move it."
I just said, "Look, Toots, if I had your young legs, I'd move it too." But hey.
Yeah, from one side of the building to the other. Then somebody else, but I need you up here, but I need you down there, but I need you in the...
They need to get you one of those scooter things. That's what you need.
Yeah.
You know, or one of those little balance. No, I can't see you on one of those balance things. Forget it. That's a bad idea. But, yeah, maybe we should get you a scooter. You know, a little button.
Yeah, right.
We'd have Phil blowing his horn at everybody.
Yeah.
And, any little dogs or cats or anybody who comes by. He likes to blow his horn, you know, as we're driving down the street. He sees birds, and he'll blow his horn at the birds and wave at them. And, you know, I swear to God, sometimes they wave back. But
Yeah. Or my cat's outside.
the cats, anybody's cats, dogs. My dog, you know, just comes up, sniffs. Okay, so where have you been all this time? And, you know, the cat does the same thing now too. I mean, she's pretty much, she does the same thing. She's gotten older.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, if Phil had a cart with a little horn on it, I don't think it would probably ever stop blowing.
Right.
But it is a thought to get you from one place to the other.
Yeah, right.
But we don't want to give them too many thoughts to keep you there for too long either.
Yeah, well, there's pigeons down in the Port Authority.
Oh, yes. Oh, I've heard about
You
the
see my
pigeons, too.
friends.
Yes.
They know me.
And you know what? The strangest thing is I've sat with Phil when he's talked to other people about the pigeons, and they know exactly which pigeons he's talking about. And it is bizarre. But I guess it's one of those, you've got to work in the city culture things in order to get
Right.
it.
Yeah.
You know, up here, I don't get it. A pigeon's a pigeon. You know?
Yeah, right. Which you don't see too many up here.
No. And usually if you do, they're on your head anyway, so.
And then there's a hawk that follows me around.
Mm-hmm. It's a hawk, huh? Well, hawks are predators, so I don't know. Maybe he's waiting for your bones to dry up.
He flies above
You
my
never
car
know.
on 84.
See? Okay. Making sure you're going where you're going.
Right.
Maybe Sandy's got a little camera set up on him or something, so just keep an eye on where you're going.
Wow. But,
but tonight we have a pretty good show. We've got
Yeah.
a man named Alan Sorensen's going to be coming on tonight. From what I understand, Alan's been playing for quite a while. I won't tell you how long. He can tell you that later. He's been writing his own songs and all that kind of stuff, and I'm excited to hear a lot of what
right.
he's
I met him
about to do.
at an open mic night. Two of them. We met him at one
With Gene.
with Gene, and then I met him
Coccarelli, one of our
up
favorites, yes.
up in Monticello
Mhm.
at that other one, at the bakery up there,
Oh, okay.
the one
All
that
right.
Carmine goes to.
Yeah, I didn't go to that one with you, though, I don't think.
No,
No,
They
but
w-
you met it. You met
right,
it there.
but they want you.
right. Oh, I'm sure they do. Everybody wants me.
Oh yeah, they. I could tell they want you there. Then they
Everybody
want you
wants
over in
me.
Rock Hill on a Monday night. Dutchess, they want you there.
Okay, hey, show me the money, baby.
I mean, every place.
Show me the money. Pay for my drinks. You know what? I'm not hard, really, honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
But this week I didn't do any singing whatsoever.
Right.
I did sing a little bit in the car on the way over here because I do have to get together so that I can do my thing on Wednesday. So I'm slowly breaking it in. Tomorrow we'll see what I can do.
Right.
Full force and get it into motion and get our whole set together and hopefully bang out a real nice set for these people at the Chill Wine Bar, and hopefully they'll like us as much as we'll like them. It's a wine bar. What's not to like?
Did I know about your TV show?
Yes, they do. And if they don't, they will, because you know me. I tell people.
Oh yeah, I know that. I know that.
I tell people what to, I got pulled over one night coming from here, going down to Holiday Inn to meet the rest of our cast and crew, and I even spoke with the nice police officer. Do you know why I pulled you over? Yeah. I think I was probably speeding, and it's a new car, and I'm getting used to it picking up, and it picks up. It likes to move. So I told him, where are you coming from? I told him, doing my TV show. Okay. So he was very nice. Let me go. Okay, Just slow down.
TV show? Yeah.
Yes, and I did mention my TV show, even to the officer, so I didn't want to get in trouble. But he was also very, very nice guy too.
Right.
He didn't have to be. He could have said, "Oh well, so what? I don't care."
Yeah.
But he didn't.
Right.
So
No, he was nice to you.
it was very nice to me. Yes, it was very nice to me. Now tonight you're gonna sing "Teardrop Party."
Teardrop Party.
And that was written how many years ago now? That's a lot. It's an older one.
Yeah, that was written, I think, 2009.
Wow, by our Carl Richards.
Yeah.
Yeah, for you to sing. Tonight's Teardrop Party
Okay, tune it up.
Tonight's Teardrop Party I am dedicating to this awful throat infection that I've had. I'm sending it a teardrop party because as of tomorrow when I wake up, dear Lord, with everything I've got, I do not want to have this cold, this throat infection, or any of this anymore. I got things I gotta do. I don't have time to just do nothing.
Right.
Okay, so you sing this teardrop party real good, real
Oh,
hard,
yeah.
and you make sure.
Yeah, you got a lot to do.
Okay?
Plus you have to look after me, you say.
Oh, well,
You walk away.
that's a full-time job in its own, and I already raised 3 kids, so, and I still have a husband and a dog and a cat, and, geez, best friends aside, if you forget it,
Right.
I'm a busy woman.
Yeah.
So let's hear Phil
right,
sing this
let's see.
teardrop party and sing my infection away.
All right, Yep. Everybody's crying because I can't hear you sing. So it's a teardrop party. Okay. Heard it? Okay. Can you make it louder, please? Teardrop party tonight. Teardrop party, that's right. If you come down, you don't even have to be teardrop party tonight. Teardrop party tonight. Teardrop party, that's right. If you come down to a heartbreak hotel, you don't even have to be teardrop party tonight. Teardrop party tonight. If you're ever sad and lonely, and you need a place to go, come on down to my party. Teardrop party tonight. Teardrop party tonight. Teardrop party, that's right. If you come down to the Heartbreak Hotel, you don't even have to ring the bell at my teardrop party tonight. If you come down to the Heartbreak Hotel, you don't even have to ring the bell at my teardrop party tonight. All right. Well, no, listen, I had to stop from laughing during the song because I was thinking about something. Teardrop party? Yes. I was wondering if you catching on to what I'm talking about. Did you ever see Teardrop Party? Involved in Teardrop.
Yes.
Yeah, when you.
Yes, the teardrop party. I know. That's so funny. That's great.
Okay.
Now, I'd like to bring out our guest for the evening, or I should say our star for the evening, because we're going to start restructuring the way
Right.
We're going to start reposting things.
Yeah.
Our show is going to start having it's going to be the Mr. Phil Show, starring whoever our artist is, which would be Alan. That would be you tonight, Alan Sorensen, co-hosted by Mr. Phil and Mary. And then we're going to go into regular credits, because I feel that this show is really starring the person we're featuring that night.
Right.
So for our first night as a starring role would be our guest tonight, Alan Sorensen. If you could kind of come on over. Hi, it's very nice to meet you.
Oh, same here. It's,
Bill?
Bill?
Yeah.
Mary, pleasure.
So,
It's an honor to be on your show.
oh, great.
All right.
You know, it's really nice to have local people come out, and like we were saying, Phil met you at 2 different local events.
Yes.
And I met
You
you
were
at the
included in one.
Yes, I was right. I was there at the one with Gene Faccarelli, a good friend of ours.
Yes.
And
very talented musician.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun whenever we all get together. It's good. Gene hosts an open mic once a month at Noble Roasters Coffee House in Campbell Hall.
Yeah,
Is that what it
Campbell
is?
Hall.
Yeah.
Great.
And,
To me, it's the best open mic night of all of them.
It's a lot of fun, and everybody really enjoys themselves. And
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it's a more low-key one than like the one Alan goes to up in the mountains, like up in
Is that the one
Monticello.
with
Oh,
the
yes.
band?
Yeah, it's on Sundays at DeFilippi's Bakery on Broadway. There's an open mic there, and that includes a house band that is
Wow.
playing with you. So it's,
Very
but it's very
nice.
much acoustic, so it's a lot of fun. And then I've also play open mic at Dutch's Tavern.
Dutchess, yeah,
in
which
Rock
is
Hill.
related. It's the same people.
Yes,
Oh, is it
yes.
really?
Yeah, it's the
Okay, I
same
didn't know that.
same
All
people
right.
Yeah, there's
at Dutchess.
nice circle of musicians up there, and I've ventured, of course, down in Orange County as well, a few times down at Cafe a la Mode, and also at the various venues, and then I just got the invite to go up to Parksville, which is a little west of Liberty.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Yeah.
going to have a little music festival up there, I think in May.
Nice.
So they haven't picked the date yet,
Ooh.
but got the invite to go up there to be part of that, and I'm excited about that.
Wow.
That's an honor. That's very
Yeah.
nice.
Let us know.
Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah, we'd like to, keep people informed on
Yes.
what's going on with our guests, and
Yeah.
let them know where they can see them and catch up. So now I mentioned before you've been playing for a number of years.
Yeah.
Didn't say how many number of years, so I would leave that up to you. That's
Quite a few. It's
we'll just we can leave it at a number or at quite a few. That works for me.
yeah. Well, I've been playing all
Excuse
together
me.
probably for about since I was 17. So I've been playing like
Wow.
35
Long time.
years,
It's a long
and
time.
You know, I really enjoy playing the music. I grew up with a large family, and I have two other brothers that play guitar and sing, so it was kind of a natural thing to kind of get into. And,
Oh, sure.
We, wife Jane and I, we have 3 children, and our youngest daughter really likes to play piano and write music. So it's kind of neat to see that, as a singer-songwriter
Yeah.
myself, to kind of see a child pick that up.
Watch that develop.
Yeah, yeah. So it's, music's definitely a big part of our family and household, and so I have to give the kids credit for letting Dad practice.
That's it.
Around the
yeah.
house.
You notice,
Apparently, yeah.
I'll tell you something. We've been doing this show now, it's going to be 21 years.
That's incredible.
And I've been in the business, 25 years. I'll tell you how the most major change of all that I've seen. Back in the beginning there,
Yeah.
you could make it with just cover music. Back then, you didn't even need original music.
Ah,
I want to tell a story to viewers. I want you to listen to this too. That I don't think too many of you remember this. We started our show in 1996. In 1998, I tried something new. I tried doing what we're doing now back then,
okay.
and it didn't work.
I'm
It was the
sure.
biggest flop ever. I'm saying that when I started my show in 1996, within a few weeks, the ratings went through the ceiling, and we were running with that, with the karaoke and all that stuff.
Okay.
As soon as I started with what we have now, back then, the ratings went down because the people, number one, didn't know the songs,
Okay.
and in those days, they didn't have the kind of music like you hear at an open mic now. That was really exciting.
It wasn't such a big thing, really.
It
Yeah.
was, a lot of it was like, very slow blues and folks songs that would last 10 minutes. And it almost cost my show.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
It did. I never said that, but it almost cost my show because they really didn't enjoy that. I was going to the open mics and getting these people.
Yeah. Well, there seems to be a resurgence in open mics and live music, and it's really refreshing to see.
Yeah.
And it's nice, as a musician, to go out and play with other musicians and be able to sing is a nice experience. And,
Right.
A show like yours, where you're able to come out and actually perform, songs that you've composed, is a really unique and exciting
Right.
experience.
See, and it's not like I told them they had to do original music because we didn't, being local in Port George, we didn't have that rule. They did it on their own.
Right.
Okay.
They did it on there. They could have done anything that they pleased, but they all picked to do that to showcase.
They're
Their
giving your
music.
creativity a try, and right now, creativity is, having a big resurgence.
Yeah.
Everybody wants creative. They want new. They want something, unexpected. So,
Right.
yeah.
Then we were forced to do this starting in 2011 in order to expand into other areas. And I was thinking, how's this going to work? And it worked excellent. It beat what we were doing before.
That's great. I think there's a renewed appreciation for live music.
Yeah.
And it's a nice thing.
It is. It's good because there's so many things now, and right from books to movies and even cartoons. They're starting to, redo. Everything's being redone. Nothing's original.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still show, even when they still show Mickey Mouse and all that.
Of course. and then they're redoing this or redoing that. And now instead of that, they're taking cartoons and they're making them into live action. Well, you know what, folks? It's still a redo.
Right.
It's not an original. This is an original.
Yeah.
You're not going to get what Alan writes unless
Right.
you're Alan. And it's
Yeah.
not. It's just not going to work that way. And you could sing everybody else's songs, and I'm sure they sound perfectly wonderful.
Yeah, it's nice to actually perform, music that you've
That
composed.
you've done.
Yeah.
Yeah, put a piece of yourself out there for people to hear.
Absolutely.
I did see people get picked up with cover music back in the early days, like back in the 90s, you know, the late 90s.
Well, they were looking for voices. Now they're looking for artists. I think there's a big difference.
Well, it also was once American Idol started.
Yeah.
That took away from this show what we had, you know, the karaoke singers and stuff like that. So they didn't really need it on this show. They had a venue to do it on that, and also the voice and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So that gave us what we wanted even stronger.
Yeah.
Because we are a prime time show. So even though, you know, we may be smaller, we're still prime time. We're still on at 8 o'clock, you know, like on a Friday night or the other areas during the week. And so we are still competing with those other shows. So we're giving one type of entertainment, original entertainment, while they're giving them the cover entertainment. Not saying that they can't make it with that, because they work on them for there, while we work on them to try to get the original music out there to make it.
Yeah, you're offering something authentic, so it's nice.
Yes, yes. So now, you know, I want to ask you, you said you've raised 3 children.
Yeah.
Were you also playing out at that time too? So did they grow up knowing that Daddy goes out and plays music at night, or was it something you started after they got a little older?
Before we had children, I was actually very active, and I would play out at the various open mics, and had written a lot of music. And then, you know, when we brought you know, our children into the world, it kind of changed things. So my musical career was kind of on a hiatus for quite a number of years, and I mean, I still played in the house. So obviously, you know,
they grew up with the idea that.
Oh yeah, I always had a music.
Sings, right? Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. They, you know, growing up, I would often hear, "Dad, you know, why are you practicing?" You know. So, but then, you know, I had a few, you know, the children would, you know, started playing music, and my youngest is, you know, writing music. So
really
see
good.
that, you know, so there's always a lot of music in the house. A lot of times I'm generating it.
That's all right.
But also, you know, I'll hear my daughter playing it, and it's just part of our house. And it's when I go back and visit my folks up on the farm up in Otsego County, near Cooperstown. We always get the guitars out, and you know, sing, everyone gets together and do a sing along. And so, you know, the live music has always been a part of my life, and it always will be.
Sounds a lot like us. And my husband and I, you know, we've been doing music together since we were in our teens, before we even had kids. And I mean, our kids always knew. Mom and Dad were, you know, they perform, they sing. Dad plays music, Mom sings, and they've always, you know, gone to churches. They've seen me do solos and stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, then when the first time I heard my youngest son get up at a karaoke, and I didn't even have any clue.
Oh yeah, it's such a wonderful
and
experience.
it's like all of a sudden you just, wow, that's my kid.
Yeah.
You know,
I
it's
remember that.
amazing, isn't it?
It is.
I remember
it
that.
is.
Yeah, I know you were like, did you know your son could sing like that? I'm like, no. And even my husband, after 30 years of telling me he cannot sing, decided, yes, now all of a sudden he can sing.
There you go. That's
You know, and I mean, all this time he's left it up to me.
okay.
But it's nice. It's really great when the kids grow up in a musical household, is what I'm trying to say. It's great because they get such an education from that.
Oh yeah, it's you know, I think it's an enrichment of their lives, and it's also shows them, you know, that they can take that talent, and it's, you know, creative time and downtime, and I find it very, you know, therapeutic, and it is pick up the guitar and just play for a little bit. And
I found it also a good way to get certain lessons across, certain points of history and that kind of thing. Even when you're thinking about music, because I know, you know, my grandmother used to play music all the time when I was growing up.
Yeah.
So of course you learn the history of that music, and my parents' music, and my children learning the history of our music, and us learning the history of our children's music.
Yeah, right.
It's a lot,
It is.
and
it
people
is.
don't realize how important that is.
Yes, and you do music festivals, you say.
Yeah, well, just been invited up to one up in Parksville.
Yeah.
And so looking forward to that, and there'll be other musicians up there. I'm not even sure what the lineup is at this point. So I
Okay.
literally got the call yesterday.
Wow.
But I had done enough, I guess,
Good,
open
good.
mics in the area
Because
that people
that's a
could
good
come
thing,
by.
though.
So they knew you. They knew enough to contact you, which is that's an excellent thing.
Yeah.
Like I say, we don't have too many in this area anymore, like we used to.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
were
like we
telling-
had the
yes.
Deer Park Festival. I mean, I loved going there. I look forward to those. It used to be a 4-day festival from Thursday to Sunday, continuous. I mean, nonstop, and it was
Sure.
a wonderful thing that we had there. We used to do TV shows there. Carl Richards used to do his Thursday night Keeping Country Strong there, and then I did my Friday night Mr. Phil show, which usually was my anniversary show anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
One time I had a 3-hour show over there, and I had radio and TV come over there. The mayor, I mean, that was like my biggest show ever. Then the funniest thing that ever happened, there was a severe thunderstorm coming. I had a 3-hour show planned. Believe it, I cut it into 1 hour and got it done.
That's pretty good. You have to be resourceful sometimes.
You do.
I
You
did it.
really do. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Now it's time for you to show what you can do.
How many songs do you think you have in your repertoire so far?
Oh my goodness,
How many do you think you've written?
I have written, probably well over 50 songs over the
Wow.
years, and
And we're
so-
only going to get a small taste of that.
so I'm going to give you a
tonight,
little
so-
sample of the types of music that I write, but various influences, from folk to country to pop. So I've kind of selected, it's kind of a mix of the songs.
What was your
and
very, very first influence? What do you think you wrote your very first song to sound like?
Oh, I would say I loved listening to Neil Young
Okay.
growing up, so he was definitely an influence. I love music, all different varieties of music. So so I think some of that's reflected in the songs. So, when I'm writing songs, there's various influences. Sometimes it's might be a current event, something that just emotionally moves me.
Right.
And one song that I'll perform tonight, it's called "The Game of War," is actually a song that I composed for my youngest brother when he was serving over in the Persian Gulf. So
wow. Okay. Meaningful then.
very meaningful, and I hope that will come across as I perform the song. So
Yeah.
Would you like me to
So
go up?
yeah, I would. Yeah, we'd love to see you. See how many we can get you in for tonight. You've got about 25 minutes playing time, which is a lot of time. So I hope you have a lot of breath in you. And I'm hoping this now, folks. This is just a sampling of his songs. So if you want to hear more of what Alan does, I guess you'll have to go on Facebook. You have a Facebook account, and yeah, and they could probably pick up videos and stuff of you there, or look you up, and we'll also be keeping people apprised of what different things you'll be doing.
Okay.
Here we go,
All
Alan
right.
Sorensen.
So yours.
So this first song that I'm going to compose, that I've composed, I've entitled "A Song for the Homeless," and so I'm just going to play it. I think the song is once I play it will be self-explanatory. You don't know my name. Seen me here before, lying in the rain.
Try to fight this illusion they call life. Bottle hits me like a stone. Life, it cuts me like a knife. Hello, anybody hear me? Do you know my name? Seen me here before, lying in the rain. Know you've seen me here before. So easy to know. What am I to thee? Used to have a wife, kids, and a family. Now I live here on the street, just trying to make the best of it. Hello, anybody hear me? Do you know my name? Seen me here before, lying in the rain. Know you've seen me here before. So easy to know. As time passes by, slowly close the door. Thank you. So that was the song for the homeless. The next song that I would like to perform is a song. The original title for the song was actually Fields of Green. It's a song that I composed for my brother Christian when he was serving in the first Persian Gulf War. And so in terms of a little backdrop, we both grew up on a farm not far from Cooperstown up in Otsego County. And it struck me there was strange irony that, we grew up in this very plush upstate New York green terrain, and, my brother was serving in this desert. And so that whole contrast, and I was thinking about us growing up, and we were one of I had 6 brothers, so we were one of a family of 7 sons. So growing up, we'd fight and stuff, and of course get over it and everything. But I kind of related that to global conflicts, and out of that came the song that I originally entitled Fields of Green. But a gentleman had listened to me play it, and he said, you really should change the title of that to The Game of War. So I'm going to perform it. It's called The Game of War, and so I'm just going to go into the performance, and I hope you enjoy it. A Hush now, baby, don't you cry. Mother wiped the tears from your eyes. Pick you up should ever you fall. Mother's love is unconditional. Used to play up on the hill in the fields of green. Played a little game that we called war. Remember hearing my mama sigh when I made my brother cry. She said, "What you two been fighting for?" Now I'm fighting here on the front lines. Seen the pain and I've seen the dime of 1,000 men who won't come home no more. And I've seen the look in their mama's eyes when they read the news. Their boys have died and they ask themselves, just what are we fighting for? Mama, won't you take me back to the fields of green? 'Cause I don't wanna die in this desert war. Say we're here to save the earth, God and country we all love. Rich get rich while the poor boys die. And it's happened throughout history. Still we all too blind to see or understand just what we're fighting for. Rich get rich and the poor will die, and the mothers dry the tears from their eyes. All for this little game they call war. Mama, won't you take me back to the fields of green? 'Cause I don't wanna die. Hush now, Mama, don't you cry. Hear the wiped tears from your eyes. Child walks, a soldier falls. All for this little game they call war. Thank you. Thank you. Just need a little sip of water before going to the next song. It's a little more uplifting. sometimes out of tragedy you find inspiration. And this next song that I want to perform is a song that I wrote. It's called Free. And I wrote it in response to the Space Shuttle Columbia tragedy. And so I wrote it as a tribute to the astronauts, but as I began writing the song, it's also a tribute to the American spirit and great nation and great country that we are all so blessed to live in. So I hope you enjoy it. It's called Free. Never want to keep my feet on the ground. Since I was a child, dreamed the stars and beyond. Remember my daddy said, dreams come true if you believe. That could be you someday. Every breath that I could breathe, with every sight that I could see, I always looked to the stars. Knew I'd be the first to walk on Mars. As we broke through that sky and drifted there 18 miles high, as I looked upon the deep blue sea for the first time in my life, I was free. It's where I wanted to be. 18 miles high, as we're floating into space, 7 human souls, not defined by race, and all for one and one for all. 7 stars will always shine, share a warm embrace. Every breath I could breathe, for every sight that I could see, I always looked to the stars. Knew I'd be the first to walk on Mars. As I broke to that sky and drifted there 18 miles high, as I looked upon the deep blue sea for the first time in my life, I was free. It's where I wanted to be. Free to love, free to dream, free to be almost anything. Freedom ring throughout this land. Let freedom lend a helping hand. 'Cause I always known what my daddy told me. Let freedom ring in the land of the free. Never want to keep my feet on the ground. Thank you. Long live the USA. It's the freest country in the world, and hope we keep it that way. Jervis I mentioned, my wife Jane and I, we have 3 beautiful children, Christopher, Jacqueline, and Sarah. And I still have to write songs for my 2 daughters, but this song I wrote for my son Christopher. So Chris, if you're out there watching, probably haven't heard this one in a while. Christopher, what you doing? It's your loving dear old dad. Stuck here at the office, feeling a little sad. 'Cause you know that deep inside you will always be my child. 'Cause Christopher, I am your dad. Wanna know if you are happy. Wanna know if you are sad. Wanna know what's on your mind till the long, long end of time. 'Cause Christopher, I am your dad. Christopher, what you doing? How'd your day go at school? Hanging with your friends now, teach you the golden rule. 'Cause you know that deep inside you will always be my child. Christopher, I am your dad. Wanna know if you are happy. Wanna know if you are sad. Wanna know what's on your mind till the long, long end of time. It's Christopher. Thank you.
Very nice. Definitely enjoyed everything that you've written so far, and I'm really looking forward to hearing some more stuff coming from you.
Yes.
This is the point where we usually like to come over and sign out and say goodbye to everybody and let them know, if there's any place you're going to be.
You can usually find me on a Sunday over at D. Filippi's or Monday night down at Dutch's. And as I mentioned, there's a small music festival that's going to be happening up in Parksville in May. I'm not sure of the date yet, but I'll
So
be
keep
up there.
let us
Yeah.
know about that, and we'll put
Okay.
that on our site, and we'll let people know about that as well.
Very nice.
All right.
It's been a real pleasure, being here. And
Yeah.
You want to, if we can, you want to go up there with me and we could scout up there. That's
Hey,
our
That's
stomping
what we
grounds.
like to do.
That's what we have to do for this show.
That's right.
There's a lot of talented musicians up there in the hills,
And
as
if-
well as down here in Orange County. So
Of
it's-
course, exactly. And we want to bring them all in, and we want to get everybody, give them all an equal voice to be heard, just like we have tonight. And so welcome to the first of our starring our musician episodes tonight.
Thank you so much for having me. Yeah, really.
So you got to be the first of that. I didn't read it that way on the thing, but it will next week.
So we'll see you folks next week.
Next week at
On
the same time.
Same time on all stations, especially Access 23, Port Jervis, New York.
Yes.
You could take us out now. Just play something as the credits gonna roll.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll let you know.
This is goodbye. Both knew it was time to let go. Go our ways again and smile. It's so hard to keep the tears locked up inside. Pain grows here in my mind, thinking we can still be friends. Here in my soul, just know that I can never let you go. I got back home, sat in the dark, listened to the radio. Eases my soul in the night. From these feelings, you know, I just can't seem to hide. 'Cause you're my love in my soul. Think about you every night and day. I just don't know if I can ever find a way or words to let you go.